Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm playing a little Kabbalah block here by my mob farm, and you can see I have extended it, plus added a few heads up there because reasons, and I'm almost full, the XP, so I definitely need to do something with that. But before I do that, I need a place to put the said stuff, so let's run over here back to the main raised platform, because I can't really call it a base yet because there's nothing built. But I started laying out the bare bones of something here. So my standard idea, I like odds. So there's 7 across here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, there's 7 across here because I like odds. And then there's 5 here. There's another 7 here. I think there's 9 there. What I'm looking at is making a building that has a large central hall that I can do multiple floors on, and then 2 wings where the roof structure is going to be a lot flatter for stuff. I have no idea. Create's gonna come up here, so maybe create on both sides. I don't know. First, I need to build this, and I used stone bricks because they're an easy thing to lay out and pick back up with a pick. And now I got to figure out what I actually want to build with, and for that, I want to take a look at the domum fabricum something. Okay. Let's take a look at this one. It's domum ornamentum, not fabricum from making stuff. All right, so this, you can toss things in here, and there's all sorts of different bits that you can make. But if you do 2 items, then you get these framed blocks, as well as, let's scroll up, as well as shingles, which I think are really cool, although I'd probably shift them around maybe like that. So you get wooden shingles on top. And so I just need to kind of figure out what it is that I want to do structure-wise in here. I do like dark oak and stone. So, you know, and I've already started that here, but I've got some of the light paper as well as the diorite here. So I may lean into a little bit of those lighter colors as well. I have no idea. Do you love my lovely field of oxidized copper?
Yes.
Thank you. By putting them 5 blocks apart, they will actually oxidize faster. And most of the time I'm too lazy and I don't care, and I'll just use those and let them oxidize over time. But I decided, let's be a little bit faster because I built a thing. So let me talk about what I did with my building over here. I had the outlines, and I decided, instead of doing, because I was thinking of doing stone here and then wood along the bottom, and I decided, you know, I kind of sort of a Tudor sort of structure, but not. I'm using stone at the bottom to kind of reinforce things, and then using this framed stone bricks to kind of tie into the wood, and then lots and lots of the dark oak and, you know, the paper and dark oak stuff going on here. And I'm kind of liking how it's looking. Move it away for the most. The copper is just up there to have given me a kind of a flat roof experience, and I do love that color. It makes me happy. On the inside, I went ahead and added some elevators here so I can go up and access this easier than the stairs. And also I can go down into my base area. Oh yeah, lightning struck one of my pigs. Now I have a pigman in my area. But I'm thinking at this point, it's time to do a floor in here. And so what I was thinking, ooh, it looks like it'll do just the grass here. Yes, very nice. I will do that. And I realize I've got a shovel here, but watch this. It's slightly faster, but now I have no shovel. But you know, that's okay. If you're really observant, you may notice that I don't have the dirt appearing, and there's no dirt lying around. It's in my bag because I added the magnet upgrade, turned it on. It's picking up items. I don't have a tank, so there's no XP that's coming in, but that's been very handy. Now, I laid out this spruce here, and I wanted it, because this is odds, to kind of divide up the room. Let's strip. Let's see how this works with the other woods. Now, the thing I was thinking, I've got birch planks, and I like the brightness of that. Let's do this. I'm thinking 3x3 sections is what I'm thinking here. And if I put oak like this, then I'd need birch here to finish this. And then the oak, that's too much. But if we strip that, I kind of like the, okay, now the spruce and the oak and the birch is looking better together. All right, I think that will work. I will often do 2s or 3x3s. In this case, I'm doing 3x3 because I think it just looks a little bit better. And it gives me the options to embed a light in the center if I really feel the need. Not 100% sure I like the birch wood in here as a contrast. No, I don't have any birch on me, but we'll go with that. So I'm just gonna alternate these areas. You can see how I'm doing it, because it just gives me a nice little break in the flooring, and when I look at it from a distance, I like it. Not 100% sure about this stripe here with the oak, but yeah, I'm gonna go with it. We'll just see how that works. Oh, one of the things that I did over here is I went ahead and set up my XP area. So I made 2 ender tanks and hit them with diamonds, so they're on my network, and you should always do that on a server. And then that's extracting into the XP drain. So if I've got a lot of XP, I can just stand here, and that has a pipe going into this jumbo tank, which goes into this XP solidifier, which then makes the jelly babies. And you can, here, I'm gonna grab like 3. If you crouch when you eat them, you eat all of them. Ta-da! 9 levels. And there's 1 jelly baby, 2 jelly baby, 3 jelly baby, done. And there's no loss with that, which is great. So this is a great way of storing the XP. This was almost full, and I had something like 75 levels on me. So I hate to die and lose the levels. I did go into here and make 2 speed upgrades just to speed it up a little bit. You want to turn it on and then change the direction that it pushes out. So if we take a look at the recipes for this, I already had 2 of these entity conveyors left over because I needed to push without an additional fan, and I figured, I'll use these. Mobs will still spawn on those blocks, so that's fine. Singularity tank, that's super cheap. Hopper and everything else that made that, then made an XP form, and then when you just drop that into the crafting table, that makes the XP form itself. And then these guys, pretty cheap, so not a problem. Everything you've seen before. So that's what I did there, and that's handy to have. Oh, and it's night. I guess I'll sleep. Can I sleep? Too far. Can I sleep? Too far. There we go. Jump close enough and then you're good. I got a comment about being able to pick up these Kabbalah blocks, these dyslexias, and not anymore. Being able to pick up blocks looks like it's been removed. Glad I grabbed my grass before that. You can make grass, spell out grass, boom, you got grass. But I did decide that I could decorate with these around my base, and you can see in the corners there. Yeah, I've gone ahead and added that for a little bit. Plus, I made some long fall runners. What is it? Long fall boots, so that I would stop taking damage falling, because this is high enough that I could start taking damage. Not all that hard to make. Few dimes. I've got the bits for that, but I did go ahead and complete my building and tossed a few trees around just to kind of make it look a little bit more lived in. And yeah, I just kind of went with the process of getting taller and taller and taller. And because I've got elevators, because I've got string and ender pearls, I can make elevators. I also went ahead and decided to use glowstone. It was further back a little bit, decided to move it in here. I was doing the stripped wood for oak, and the lines bugged me too much. So it's just regular planks here. I did move my little smelting stuff over into the, oh, just looking out. Yeah, I like how that there's a lot more greenery that I'm looking out. I like that. Okay, a big fan of that. If I stand on the elevator and go up, this area here, not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it, but it's a nice little spot. You can see the two wings are there, and this is a teeny little area, and then there's a tall spot that with nothing, and then up here I figure this is a good little sleeping nook, storage, all sorts of fun stuff like that. Let's speaking of sleeping nook, I'll go ahead and sleep real quick and make a day. And one of the things that I did do, I need to disassemble this. I did put a big pyre of, or not pyre, spire of copper, just so I could put up at the top a lightning rod, because this is built out of wood, and if lightning hits, it will actually burn, which is not good. And I initially had only like 3-4 blocks here, and then the lightning rod, and I couldn't see it from down below. So I said, nope, 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 got to change it. You know, a lot of design changes, like initially I didn't have lanterns on these two, those two, just the tall ones, and then decided, no, it really needed that. Oh, I was going to fix this while I'm here. I do have my one and only copper slab. I've got a few more elsewhere. No, wrong spot. All right, let's also get rid of those. And where did you go? Oh, you're right up there. There, it got picked up. All right. I want you there. And I have one dark oak log on me. We're going to finish up the roof segment and strip it. So I could just leave it with the elevator here for light, but I decided to add one more just for extra goodness sake. Kind of stuck with the main theme of stripped woods, kept with the frame paper setups. I do like these glass panes; those look really nice. Did change one thing everywhere. Instead of using the paper blocks, I went with the paper walls, similar to this, except you know you use two paper instead of using you know, just the one the block. Anyway, I did that. I really like how it bumps in. That gives depth to all these walls, and I like that a lot better. So that's what we got going there. I did move my smelting process back to here just so I could have access to things, and I decided I wanted a door. Quite often I won't. With a 3x3, it's hard to get a good 3x3 door. Easy with a 2, but I just don't need doing 2. Anyway, what I will do is this real quick. And yeah, that's not a door. But if I strip all that and then hit it with copper. See, now it's a door. Okay, it's not. But if I take that and pull it out of there, and I combine, I had an extra piece of copper. Where did... Let's go grab an extra piece of copper. I used so much copper in the roof over there. Yeah, see, now you can see the spire up at the tippy top. It just disappeared because of the vantage point. And I said, nope, nope, I actually want to have that. Nope, you go there. If I combine a copper casing with a copper ingot... Copper ingot? Are you directional? All right, let's look at this thing again. Copper door. Oh, it's a door. Oh, I thought it was a piece of copper with it. Never mind. Let's go ahead and... Do I have a few? I do. And grab one of you. Virtue. Oh, I don't know why I chopped down some dark oak. That's why or some oak trees. That's why I had the oak there. And that's strange that I have that. Door. Copper door. And that's a create thing. And since I want to switch to actually doing some create stuff now, that makes sense to set up a door. And I've not done this before, so that's another good reason to give it a go. Oh, I kind of like how that moves. I do like that. All right, let's take this and add the obsidian to it. And that gives me an obsidian plate. You can put right there. And so now I can just walk right out and it'll close the door for me. And I decided to bump it out 1 square just to get that copper edge look in there. Why not? I think that looks good. And then I just wander right in. It'll automatically close behind me because I'm not raised in a barn. And I love that. That's my favorite setup. Okay, I'm going to do it one more time because, okay, if I run, it's not fast enough. If you put 2 of these doors together, they slide apart as opposed to folding, which I think is also really cool, but it's an odd setup. I can't do 2 doors. That would just make me feel bad. Anyway, so that's working well. You get a lot of experience smelting items. I did stacks of copper in here, so I could melt them, double them, and I was getting lots of levels very fast. Speaking of levels really fast, you can get wither skulls in your blast furnace. Because if you just take your regular skeleton skull, stick it in there, 60 seconds will get you a wither skull. And look at all that XP. It took 5 of these charcoals to make that, to do all 3 of these. Let's see how many XPs I get from this. 14 levels. Okay, not bad. I get a lot more from doing a stack of ores. Speaking of stack of ores, I'm going to go ahead and toss my sand in there because if we do U on this, I can get soul sand. Now it takes 5 minutes for that to process, which is why I have the backup of stuff here. Because holy cow, that's a lot. But I think you know where I'm going. I think I'm going to be able to kill me a wither. Okay, I've got all 4 of my soul sands, and the JEI said 1,000 XP each. Let's see how much I get. 44 levels from that, so 11 each. And it looks like it took about 30 of these charcoals to cook them up. Huh. Okay, well, that's one way of getting XP. That's for sure. Oh, got out of the way. I set up an area behind my mob farm because, you know, that kind of makes sense to kill the wither. And I went ahead and claimed that chunk just to prevent it from breaking things. But it can still blow stuff up because it's a jerk. But what I'm doing here is I just laid down a little T of obsidian. Does it have to be obsidian? No, I don't think so. But it is something that I often do. And this center piece here, where the tail is, that's in the center of this 3x3 of tinted glass. And then 2 more blocks above it. And so those 11 there should trap him. Let's find out. And back up. I wish I had a better weapon, but I've got an axe. So we'll go for that. This could go so wrong. Nope, looks like he's stuck in there. All right. Now let's hope that he stays stuck in there. Oh yeah, I'm doing like very little damage with this thing. Hit me right before I'm done with this. Yep. There we go. And, oh, I got a witherhead back from that. Cool. All right, so at this point, I now have a nether star. Not that I have a plan as to what I'm actually going to do with it. You know, infinite water source, certainly handy, except I don't have any netherite, so that's an issue. Everlasting upgrade, well, I'd need 4 of them and make end crystals. Don't have any ghast tears. Yeah, there's nothing to do that. That's a nice one because it keeps your backpack from disappearing. Had I had this infinity wand while I was making my dirt block levels, that would have been fantastic, but no. This I might Inception upgrade because that allows me to put backpacks inside of backpacks, and that's a lot of storage there. You know, that's about the only thing. Ooh, Ender Caves at Portal Ignite. Well, I might get into some Ender Caves. Anyway, that's something for a different episode. Oh, did you see those guys? Did you see those guys? They just appeared right there. Those guys are jerks. I just barely lured another group out that way. So I guess being outside the base and the anti-mob spawning torches really has frustrated these guys, because literally just before I started recording, they had spawned right there too. Anyway, I am really happy that I've got myself a fine-looking base at this point. You know, that actually looks pretty nice from a distance. I like that. It gives you plenty of room to build things, and I need to move over the few creative bits I've got, and not creative, create bits, and start doing some more. And it's getting dark, so obviously it's the end of the episode. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here, playing a little Kabbalah block, and thanks for watching.